All right, good evening. Today is Tuesday, September 12th. I call the Village Board meeting to order. First item is if you have any cell phones or electronic devices, please turn them off, turn the volume off, much as I just did myself. The next is call to order. If the village clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Patel?
Present.
Trustee Clare?
Present.
Trustee Sullivan?
Present.
Trustee Dunham?
Present.
Trustee Madej?
Present.
Trustee Bishki?
Present.
President Daly?
Present. All present and accounted for this evening. Thank you. I would like to ask, not sure where I left off, but Trustee Madej, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Audience, please rise.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Madej.
You're welcome.
Next item is the approval of minutes. We have two here. The first one is for the regular meeting of August 22nd, 2023. Any questions, comments?
Move to approve as presented.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the minutes of August 22nd as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next item is the approval of the August 22nd, 2023 executive session minutes. Any questions, comments on those?
Move to approve as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next, we have the approval of expenditures for $6,711,329.80.
Move to approve.
Motion.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the expenditures. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Patel?
Aye.
Trustee Clare?
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan?
Aye.
Trustee Dunham?
Aye.
Trustee Madej?
Aye.
Trustee Bishki?
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Thank you very much. Next is liquor license request. We request for Mr. Boudet. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing this correctly, so you'll help me out. Schaumburg for one Class A liquor license for City Spoon located at 1408 East Gulf Road, new business. And is someone here? Oh, over here. I'm looking over here. Okay. So, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, so this is a new business. Has this been, was there a restaurant prior at this location?
It was.
Yes, okay. All right. So why don't you tell me what changes you're planning for this location?
It's an existing restaurant, and
Okay.
we're taking over. And it's a Korean fried chicken, which is a bonchon in the name of the restaurant. And under the company name is City Spoon for our company. So it's located in across the street on Meacham on the right-hand side, next to Costco.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Questions, comments from the board? No? Okay. Then you'll need to go, during normal business hours, go to the Liquor Commissioner's office, which is also the mayor's office,
Yes, sir.
and fill out any paperwork for the application, pay any fees, and there will be a background check regarding this, and then assuming everything is okay there, then the license will be issued.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
All right.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. And we have a request from Ms. Joan Kern for one Class F1-V liquor license for JoJo's Restaurant, located at 1935 West Gulf Road. New license. Oh, here we are. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay. So for the I guess I should have that for the record. Can I get your name and address?
Joanne Kern, 1935 West Gulf Road, Schaumburg, Illinois.
Okay. So this is something new, but your restaurant's been in business for a while.
Correct.
Okay, so you're looking to add a liquor license to this location, and it's in the same class as video gaming.
Correct.
Okay. Any other changes or anything you're planning for the restaurant?
No.
Okay. And you're aware of regulations regarding the use of video gaming and how it has to be roped off or established within the restaurant?
Yes.
Okay. All right, great. Any questions for the board? Yes, Trustee.
Is this a change of ownership or what?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Anyone else? No? Okay, then the same comments. You can come to the Liquor Commissioner's office during normal business hours, fill out the application, pay any fees applicable, including background check, and then once all that's approved, then a license will be issued.
Wonderful, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mayor. All right, sure, bye-bye. Last one is a request from Mr. Jing Sha. My apologies for getting that wrong, for one Class S liquor license for a 7-Eleven store located at 1860 West Irving Park Road, new license. And this is located, is this like Wise and Irving Park? Yeah, okay, all right. I was there for your opening. Okay, when was that, a year ago or two? Or?
That was a year ago, it was corporate, but he is the new franchisee, he just purchased it recently.
Ah, okay,
So
well, good
now
for you.
He's applying for the liquor license, this is actually his second store.
Ah, all right, well, expanding. Excellent, okay. So it's a Class S because it's in relation to a gas station license, which allows them to sell beer and wine. It's for that purpose. Any changes planned for the location in any way?
Nope.
No? Okay. All right. Questions, comments from the board? No? Okay. Good location. All right. Same comments that you'll need to go to Liquor Commissioner's office during normal business hours, fill out the application, pay any applicable fees, go through a background check, and then a license will be issued. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you so
welcome to
much.
stay or
Thank you.
leave. Okay. All right, next is the consent agenda. It will be read in its entirety, voted on as one motion to approve. If you wish to discuss an item further, please indicate that when the item is read by the village clerk, so that it can be removed from the consent agenda and discussed further under committee reports. Otherwise, all items will be approved as presented on the consent agenda in one motion to approve. Will the clerk please read the consent agenda?
Number 1, correspondence. The motion would be to approve the request from Shelter, Inc. to hold a raffle on November 17, 2023 at Hyatt Regency Schaumburg, 1800 East Gulf Road, and to grant a variance to Municipal Code Section 117.31. 2, liquor licenses. The motion would be to approve the request from Ms. Karen Robles for Global Brew and Tap for one Class D one-day liquor license for Schaumburg Regional Airport's Hops and Props on Saturday, September 16th, 2023, from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. at 905 West Irving Park Road, and waive the fee. B, the motion would be to approve the request from Ms. Karen Robles for Pilot Pete's for one Class D one-day liquor license for Schaumburg Regional Airport's Hops and Props on Saturday, September 16th, 2023, from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. at 905 West Irving Park Road, and waive the fee. C, the motion would be to approve the request from Ms. Heather Collier of St. Peter Lutheran Church for one Class D one-day liquor license for the annual Oktoberfest and Trunk and Treat event on Sunday, October 1st, 2023, from 12 o'clock p.m. until 4 o'clock p.m. at St. Peter Lutheran Church at 202 East Schaumburg Road, and waive the fee. 3, finance, legal, administrative, and general government. A, the motion would be to approve the Finance Department's monthly report for July 2023. B, the motion would be to approve membership in National League of Cities and that membership dues in the amount of $6,602 be paid. C, the motion would be to award the building access, panic alarm, and broadcast system project to Pentegra Solutions of Naperville for a total cost of $136,120.88. D, the motion would be to award the bid for Fortinet Endpoint Detection and Response, EDR, managed subscription to vPrime Tech of Houston, Texas, for a total cost of $71,985.24. E, the motion would be to approve payment in the amount of $98,850 to the Schaumburg Dance Ensemble for the 2023 production of The Nutcracker. 4, Transportation Committee. The motion would be to authorize the village manager to execute an agreement with Siorba Group of Chicago, Illinois for the 2023 Traffic Signal Improvements Project in an amount of $70,552.69 and approve the required resolution. B, the motion would be to direct staff to implement discontinuing the acceptance of Ventra for Dial-A-Ride Transportation DART program. 5, A, the motion would be to approve the special event request for an October Garba concert to be held on September 16th, 2023, from 6 p.m. until 11 p.m. at the Boomer Stadium. B, the motion would be to approve the extension of the construction schedule for Holiday Inn through December 31st, 2023, and approve the resolution to this effect. C, the motion would be to approve an amendment to the municipal code to remove the requirement for a Cook County permit for demolition of structures within the village. D, the motion would be to adopt the recommended local amendments to the 2020 National Electrical Code. 6, Zoning Board of Appeals. A, the motion would be to approve a special use for a music school for Midwest Conservatory of Music, 175 Central Road, Suite 100. 7, resolutions. The motion would be to adopt as resolution number R23-072, approving and authorizing the extension of time to complete construction pursuant to the amended and restated memorandum of conditions for the village support of Class 7C application of Equity Roots Holding 1, LLC, for 30 to 40 North Martingale Road, Schaumburg, Illinois, PIN number 07-24-401-005-0000. Equity Roots Holding 1, LLC, dual brand Holiday Inn Hotels. B, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-23-073, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement with Schaumburg Group for the 2023 traffic signal improvements project. 8, ordinances. A, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-075, granting a special use for a music school for Midwest Conservatory of Music, 175 Central Road, Suite 100. B, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-076, amending the Schaumburg Village Code, Title 15, Chapter 153, Building Code pertaining to the demolition of structures. That concludes the consent agenda.
Thank you very much. Look for a motion to approve the consent agenda as been read.
Move as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Patel?
Aye.
Trustee Clare?
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan?
Aye.
Trustee Dunham?
Aye.
Trustee Madej?
Aye.
Trustee Bishki?
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Thank you very much. Next item is committee reports. We have unlisted. I don't believe there is any. Then comments from the public. It's an opportunity to come before the Schaumburg Village Board and talk about items that are pertinent towards the village of Schaumburg. Anyone wishing to step forward? Okay, we're going to move on. Council report.
No report.
No report this evening, okay. President's report. I do have one item on the agenda and then a couple other items I want to read into the agenda. I have one for the appointment of Timothy Gallagher from First Equity Group to the Schaumburg Business Association, which will complete the 30 members on that committee.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Next, I have a number of other items. I'm going to start with hops and props. So you heard hops and props this Saturday. I believe the weather is going to be good. Is that correct, Karen? Okay. And one or the other. Well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to jump in and say something. So this will be Karen's last event. It's a Saturday, and her last day's Friday. And I understand you're working Saturday. I am working Saturday. That's commendable. So I do appreciate the fact that you're going to put that effort in and you'll show up and be there. So thank you very much. And I'm hoping for a great evening, and that'll be great. So sounds good. I'll be there for a while, then I need to move over to the Boomers for another event. So that same evening is the Garba event. That's taking place at Boomer Stadium from 6 until 11-ish. Those two good events, two good things that are going on this weekend. Speaking of Boomers, I wanted to note that the Boomers set a new attendance record for the year, and then they won a couple of awards. So the Wintrust Field won an award for the second straight year on the maintenance and the quality of the field, and I can attest to that. I was there for the playoff game, which unfortunately they lost, but the field looked like it was almost brand new. Considering all the heat that we had through Labor Day, they did a great job in maintaining the field. Also, the general manager, Vice President and General Manager, Mike Larson, earned his third Bob Wolf Award as Executive of the Year, so should be commended for that. He had a good season, just unfortunately they didn't get very far into the playoffs, but they did have a great season going. So I have a letter here from someone, we'll just say that they live on Sumac Lane, that they started noticing some bubbling water on the apron of their driveway. So Mike Hall will know what this one's about, right? They called Public Works, 15 minutes, they had a truck out looking for the source of the water. It turned out to be a leaking water main under his driveway. Long story short was that the customer service was outstanding. Crew did the repair, worked until 9:05 p.m. that night, and then did follow-up, et cetera, on making sure everything was done correctly. Just wanted to know that every single person involved in this did outstanding work and a job well done. So that's from a resident saying, obviously, thank you very much to Public Works and all they did. This past weekend, we had Septemberfest, so I'm sure the board will want to maybe take turns on this one, but it was, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this in public, but I'm going to say it was hotter than hell. So especially for the parade walk, it got hotter each day, in case you noticed that, so that when the parade came, it was just terrible. But not the first time. Some of us up here have walked in that kind of heat before, so it's not unusual. Or worked in it, like in Mark's case, I know. But I did want to thank, and I don't have them here, but thank all the workers that were there, all the volunteers, the people that helped direct traffic, that stood out there and showed people where things were at, that worked the booths and answered questions, the information booth, et cetera. All the police and fire that were out there having to, Chief, you got to get some new shirts besides those dark blue on sunny days like that. Those guys were dying out there in those. I said, don't you have any white shirts? The fire department's got white shirts. So, but everybody did great. Luckily, we had no real incidences. Bee stings were most of what was the worst case going on. People really seemed to be really cordial, and everybody seemed to have a good time. Committee members, of course, put in the most amount of time out there, and they should be commended. I know the chairman told me that when I finished the parade, he told me, he said, at this time tomorrow, I'm on an airplane to Orlando or something. I don't know. He was going
Hawaii. He went to Hawaii.
Was it Hawaii? Yeah. Okay. It's like, are you kidding me? Yeah. So he was gone the next day. But again, everybody just really busted their tail for that, and obviously put on a great fest. And thank you very much. I do have one letter that I'm going to read. Again, no name, but a resident of Schaumburg. Just wanted to let us know how much they appreciated all that we had done for her and her family. Loved the music and loved being there. They loved Interlochen, National Music Camp. Interlochen?
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. Anyway, flute and piano. Anyway, did a lot of stuff, but so really enjoyed being at the fest. And thank you to all the food vendors and everything else. And I know they loved the band Blue Oyster Cult was their favorite, I'm sure, for the weekend. And we won't name who was who, but at any rate, did want to thank everybody there. And on a couple of short negative notes, ironically, the day the fest started, we got word that morning that William Boyle, who had been chairman for a number of years and had worked the fest for, had to be, I was trying to get the exact numbers, but had to be at least 30 years. He passed away the day before, so in the start of the fest, we were notified of his passing, which was unfortunate. And then we also learned recently this week of the passing of Marco Debetic, who, for those who attend Coffee with the Council, know who he is, kind of a character and a veteran, and he was being interred at the Abraham Lincoln National Cemetery, so I'm sure that was quite an honor for his family in that. So that is all I have. So, manager's report.
Thank you. I just have two items I want to mention this evening. First, in addition to Hops and Props and the Garba event, we also have the firefighter softball tournament coming up this weekend. Even if you don't like softball, it's a great event to attend. Great food, great beverages, a lot of great raffle prizes, and a great cause. All the money either goes to the Township Food Pantry or the Loyola Burn Unit to help victims. So great initiative by our fire department and the firefighters union. I unfortunately have a commitment all day that day, so I will not be able to make it, but please, if you're able to attend, stop by for even just a little while and enjoy yourself there.
I'll be there in the morning.
Second, as Mayor Daley mentioned, this is Karen Robles' last village board meeting. Karen is leaving us to take the chief of planning role at the Illinois Toll Highway Authority. I've already said a number of things about Karen internally, and we put an article in the e-news last week touting many of her achievements while she's been here and her work for the village over the last 9 years. I actually knew Karen back when she worked for Naperville, so we've known each other a long time and enjoyed working with you over the last 9 years and really do appreciate all that you did for me and for the village and for the residents. So thank you and good luck, and please don't forget about us here in Schaumburg, okay?
Especially while you're over at the toll booth, you know.
That's right. So congratulations, Karen. And that concludes my report.
Okay, thank you. New business, we have none. Unfinished business, we have nothing listed. Trustee comments and mentions. Trustee Bischke.
So just in addition to all of the events that are going on Saturday, also on Sunday at Olympic Park, the Giving Group is having their second annual kickball tournament. So if you're so inclined, you can come out and support that as well.
Okay. Anyone else? No? Okay. Then we're going to look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.